figured today we would walk around and explore the old Burnet County courthouse on the city of Burnet Square. It's an old-fashioned, city square with shops and everything around the outside, and an old courthouse in the middle, which I've always enjoyed researching historical things. I like to study anything historic, and even some of these buildings on the outside are quite old. So today we will take a look at some of these historical markers and read a little bit about what all this is about. Ooh, I see an antique store across the way and a coffee shop over to my left. Who doesn't like coffee? Right here it says City of Burnet, 1883. It's the Bluebonnet capital of Texas Historical District. Lots of nice little benches on the side that are, dedicated to different people. Lots of nice big oak trees around as well. No leaves on them. I don't think it's the right type of year, but I bet on the right type of year that those things are quite shady on the trees. But you can just look at some of this architecture on across the way over there, just the old Western architecture that I really like. I like stuff like that, stuff like almost like out of the Old West. Looks like you'd see like an old-fashioned cowboy or something walk out of the door almost. But I drove past this place and thought it might be a pretty interesting place to vlog. I saw a few little historical plaques that we're going to stop by and look at and just get a feel of what the place is like. Once I start to figure out how to use the zoom, there's a big neat little clock in the middle. Once I figure out how to start using the zoom, I'll use it more. Oh, here we go with a little bit of a plaque. This one says, shortly after the annexation of Texas to the United States, a company of Texas Rangers commanded by Henry E. McCullough established a camp approximately 3 miles south of the town's current downtown area to help protect settlers from Native American attacks. The Rangers were later relieved by a company of United States Dragoons in December of 1848, resulting in the establishment of Fort Croghan of what was to become Burnet, where we're at now, on March 18th, 1849. The presence of troops encouraged settlers to make their homes in Burnet County, including such county notables as Noah Smith, Logan Vanderveer, Peter Kerr. By December of 1851, the population of the region was large enough to warrant petitioning for an organization of a new county. Burnet County was formed by the 4th Texas Legislature on February 5th, 1852 from parts of Williamson, Travis, and Bell counties. The county and the town are named after David G. Burnet, President of the Provisional Government of the Republic of Texas. The plaza, which we're at now, features the town clock, which is right here in front of me. Offers a chronological story of Burnet. You can walk the pathway beginning at the entrance of the plaza through the winding labyrinth of history, which completes at the front of the clock. Beginning start just tells you how to walk the brick. So let's walk this. Let's see what we got going on here. And here it says start history plaza walkway here. Texas wins independence from Mexico 1836. I don't understand this. Leo Vivian Wood. These must be people that help donate to make this. Texas joins the United States of America in 1845. Texas Ranger Station S on south on Hamilton Creek, 3 miles, 1847. This thing is rather long. So I'll just kind of leave it at that. But it basically just describes the history of the area. You can go over to the side of here, and it says who was in office when this was made. Dedicated to those who went before and those who will come after. City of Burnet Historical Downtown Renovation Project. This is a very cool clock. I really like this clock. That's actually really neat. So let's keep going around and see what we can come up with on the other areas of the Burnet County Historical Courthouse. Man, this is a very neat old courthouse made of granite, which I believe maybe have come from the Granite Mountain the next town over, about 20 miles from here. It's got a pink granite mountain where a lot of buildings are made from that granite. Here's another historical. This is a time capsule. Centennial time capsule buried on October 22nd, 1983 by Mayor Howard R. Benton, Alderman Elizabeth Stickler, it's hard to read, James E. Fry, John E. Sander, O.D., and William C. Bill Howell, to be opened on October 23rd, 2083. This just says City of Burnet, and when it was founded, it looks like it says 1883 on the side. We can go around here, and this is kind of difficult to read here, but this is home county of Confederate General Adam R. Johnson. This is a memorial to Texans who served the Confederate, erected by the state of Texas, 1963. That's pretty neat. I would read it, but it's very faded and very difficult to read. Let's see if I can try. Joined CS Army, 1861, Cavalry Scout with General Nathan B. Forrest, 1861 to 1862. Commanded partisan ranches, 1862 to 1864, executing daring exploits behind enemy lines in Kentucky area. Took New Birch, Indiana with 12 men and stovepipe cannon. Promoted Brigadier General June 1864. Escaped from federal trap on Buffington's Island by swimming Ohio River with some of command. Blinded by gunshot wound and captured August 1864. Exchange spring 1865. That was a bit difficult to understand, but still, nonetheless, let's see. Looks like we've still got a few more areas here, and I'm gonna go across the way over here and see what this other building is about here. So let's check it out some more.
Right there.
How y'all doing?
All right, how are you?
Doing well, thank you. Here we go, a little bit of more information on the courthouse. The first courthouse was a board of construction and erected after the county was organized in 1854. It was destroyed by suspected arson in 1874. The second courthouse was built of limestone and served until 1935, when it was raised to build the present one. So this has been here since 1935. The granite courthouse was completed in 1937. It only took them 2 years to build this thing. Considered an ultra modern at the time, it was the pride of the county. It was restored in 2002 and listed on the National Register of Public Places. It's got a neat little mural on the side here, which is kind of neat. That's pretty interesting. Let's run across the street and see what this other building is. This is a pretty neat old building. Let's see what this is here. Alright, this jailhouse was built in 1884 with cells upstairs and the sheriff's office and living quarters downstairs. In continuous use to the present time, it housed prisoners until 1982. It's fairly recently, when the new jail was constructed, which I believe is a few miles from here. Here's a neat little statue. Let's see what this one's about. I love stuff like this. Historical stuff is just, I don't know, it interests me so much, even almost more than running, but not really. This says Sheriff Wallace W. Riddle, December 4th, 1899 to February 11th, 1978. Sheriff of Burnet County from 1939 to 1978. He's the longest serving sheriff, 39 years, 1 month, and 11 days. Wow. Definitely a Texas cowboy for sure. Wow. Let's go over here and see what this plaque says. Oh, we just read this one, so I mean, let's go walk the circle a little bit. This is really cool. You can still see, you know, the cells upstairs, and the bars are even still on the windows. Let's see, Burnet County 1884 historic jailhouse. Before the completion of the jail in 1884, inmates were kept in a one-room cell in the basement of the 1856 Burnet County courthouse. Wow. The Commissioner's Court and architect signed contracts in July of 1884 to begin construction. The rock work of the jail cost $9,330 and the steelwork cost $5,330. Wonder how much that was back in 1884. Maybe I'll look it up and let you know in the bio section of this video. The jail began housing prisoners in 1886, at one point housing 40 prisoners. A kitchen and a bathroom addition were completed in 1939, bringing running water to the structure. So they had no running water for a long time. From 1886 to 1939, there was no running water in here. Sheriff Wallace Riddle, who we still have a statue of next door over there, served as the Burnet County Sheriff from 1939 to 1978. He held the state record for the longest standing sheriff until 2008. The first Burnet County Library was established in 1949 by Sheriff Riddle's wife, Essie, and housed upstairs. So it must have been upstairs. She was the first Burnet County Library. The Texas Historical Commission presented Burnet County's jail with a historical marker medallion in February 1963. The medallion is mounted near the west-facing door. A tornado ripped through Burnet at 4:10 a.m. on March 10th, 1973, destroying 2 chimneys on the roof. Yeah, because I don't see any chimneys on the roof now. We'll get a better look at it later. That's interesting. The jailhouse housed its last inmate in 1982. The historic jail was converted into office space to accommodate the juvenile and adult probation offices. The Sheriff Riddle statue was moved from the courthouse grounds to its current location in 2016. Probation officers were moved out in January 2019, so fairly recently. Restoration and renovations of the historic jail began. The 1884 historic jailhouse opened as a museum to visitors as a museum and visitor center on April 2022 by Judge James Oakley. Well, that's pretty neat. I don't have time to go in. I don't have time to go and visit the inside of it today, but I mean that's pretty interesting. Sorry if I got too close there. I'm still, like I said before, still kind of learning this. Go down here, you get the back side of the area here. It's really cool. You got your back doors over there. A nice big oak tree for some shade. Wow, this is really cool. Honestly, I like the little fence here on the side of it. I'll tell you what, though, to be February 27th in Texas, it's hot. If I had to guess right now, I'm gonna say it's 85 degrees right now, which is it's pretty hot. So I'm gonna walk around the building a little bit more and see if we see anything else that might be pretty interesting to learn here. But hopefully soon I get the hang of this vlogging stuff here, and I can make these a little bit better soon. But I do thank you for joining in on this one, and I hope you find the historical stuff as interesting as I do, because I find it extremely interesting. I mean, if you look at the courthouse, I even love the jail. I even like just the way the rock is just, I mean, it's even showing signs of wear because it's so old. And then those bars on the windows, that's really cool. Still looks like a jailhouse today. I mean, you can even walk up here and see the historical marker right there on the side here. So it says county jail built 1884 of hand-hewn rock. Has an apartment for the sheriff, who was also the jailer, on the second floor of the county, and on the second floor the county library was founded. Wow, that's really cool. But that concludes today's vlog. Now the fun part is I get to go home and figure out how to edit this vlog. I finally figured out a little bit of it yesterday, but still was quite confusing, honestly. But we'll get there. You know, I'm using iMovie, as a buddy of mine who's got a very successful YouTube channel had told me to do. So I will figure out iMovie here pretty soon. I've only got it on my phone right now. I'm gonna get it going on my ancient Mac from 2015 today and see if I can't do some editing there. So again, thanks for watching the vlog, and I will see you again tomorrow. Goodbye.